Welcome back to Vinny, your cozy corner for all things home design. Today, we're diving into a warm, nostalgic world of antique charm within tiny bungalow spaces. Whether you're a vintage soul or a lover of old-world aesthetics, this video is packed with ideas to transform your small space with timeless treasures. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to support more beautiful content like this. Don't forget to drop a comment below and let us know your favorite antique piece or design idea. We love hearing from our community. Now let's step into the world of cozy textures, ornate woodwork, and those perfect imperfections that only antiques can offer. Ready to turn your tiny bungalow into a nostalgic retreat? Let's get started. Antique design isn't just about old furniture, it's about storytelling. Each piece brings a history, a presence, and a character that modern furniture often lacks. Incorporating antiques adds soul to a small space. Tiny bungalows benefit from this style because antiques are often more petite than modern bulky furniture. Think spindleback chairs, carved side tables, and delicate mirrors that add elegance without overwhelming the space. You don't need a full collection, just a few well-placed antique elements can completely transform the atmosphere. Choose items that feel personal or evoke a sense of nostalgia for best results. The entryway of a bungalow may be small, but it sets the tone. Consider using an old hall tree or a vintage coat rack to instantly suggest a timeless charm. These pieces are practical and incredibly welcoming. A weathered wooden bench with a distressed finish adds function and flair. Paired with a vintage mirror above it, the space becomes brighter and visually larger, thanks to the reflected light. accent the look with a classic umbrella stand or a wicker basket for shoes. It's all about layering old-world elegance with real-life practicality in your tiny bungalow. The living room is where antique pieces can truly shine. Imagine a tufted velvet settee from the 1920s paired with a delicate lace throw. Instantly, your space feels like a page out of history. Mixing in a hand-carved wooden coffee table or a classic spindle-legged side table brings warmth and gravitas. These items tell stories and serve as conversation starters. Don't forget to incorporate lighting. A vintage floor lamp or a brass sconce can cast a warm, inviting glow that modern lights just can't replicate. The heart of the home gets a romantic update with antique additions. A freestanding vintage hutch can display cherished dishware and add instant character. Use open shelving to show off enamel cookware, glass jars with handwritten labels, and brass utensils. These small touches evoke a simpler time and are practical, too. Even a vintage kitchen scale or antique spice rack can become a statement piece in a tiny space, blending beauty with function seamlessly. Your tiny bungalow dining space doesn't need to be bland. Opt for a small antique dining table. Drop leaf or gate leg styles are perfect for tight spaces. it with mismatched antique chairs for a curated, collected feel. Add chair cushions in floral or gingham fabrics to tie it all together. A vintage chandelier or lantern overhead adds drama and height, drawing the eye upward and making the space feel larger and more elegant. Antique beds have so much charm. Think iron bed frames or carved wooden headboards. They add romanticism and structure to a tiny bungalow bedroom. Dress the bed with heirloom quilts, lace-trimmed linens, or crocheted throws. These layers invite comfort and timeless appeal. Include a vintage vanity or an old trunk at the foot of the bed for storage. Each piece adds depth, texture, and storytelling to the room. Even small bathrooms can benefit from antique touches. A repurposed dresser turned vanity is a beautiful way to bring in character. Use vintage mirrors, either oval or gilded, to reflect light and enhance the classic charm. These mirrors often have unique, ornate frames that elevate the space. Antique hooks, towel racks, and porcelain containers complete the look. It's all about refining the function of the space while staying true to your design vision. When space is limited, storage must be smart and beautiful. Use antique armoires, old filing cabinets, or vintage crates to store everyday items in style. Stacked steamer trunks serve as both storage and side tables. Bonus points if they still have travel stickers or brass hardware for extra charm. A vintage ladder can be leaned against a wall to hang towels, throws, or even magazines, blending decor with utility in a charmingly rustic way. Walls in tiny homes are often underutilized. Adorn them with antique paintings, botanical prints, or framed cross-stitch samplers to add visual richness. Gallery walls featuring mismatched antique frames tell a story and draw the eye without crowding the room. Include family heirlooms or flea market finds for a personal touch. You can also hang vintage plates, old clocks, or architectural fragments like corbels or shutters to add layers of texture and interest. Antique textiles, like handwoven rugs, lace curtains, and embroidered table runners, add softness and history to a tiny bungalow. Look for unique fabrics at estate sales or antique shops. You can even repurpose vintage tablecloths into pillow covers or curtains for a one-of-a-kind look. Using textiles with patina and age adds depth to a space. Their wear tells a story, making the room feel lived in and loved. Vintage lighting can completely change the mood of a room. Consider chandeliers with crystal accents or antique oil lamps turned electric for dramatic effect. Wall sconces and table lamps with fabric or fringe shades add ambient lighting and nostalgic flair. Choose warm bulbs to enhance the antique aesthetic. Lanterns, candle holders, and Edison bulb string lights can also bring that timeless glow while remaining functional for everyday use. You don't need to go full Victorian to embrace antiques. Blend eras by pairing antique furniture with mid-century modern accents for contrast and balance. A vintage rug beneath a sleek modern sofa or an antique mirror above a minimalist console can create exciting tension and harmony in design. The key is to keep a consistent color palette or finish, such as aged brass or warm wood, to unify the various elements into one cohesive look. Your tiny bungalow's charm doesn't have to stop at the door. Add antique pieces like wrought iron furniture, vintage watering cans, or old bird baths to the porch or garden. A weathered bench or reclaimed wood swing creates an inviting nook. Surround it with antique plant stands or galvanized tubs used as planters. String up some Edison bulb lights and hang a vintage lantern to enjoy magical evenings outdoors in a setting that feels timeless and cozy. Creating an antique-filled home doesn't have to be expensive. Explore thrift stores, estate sales, flea markets, and even online marketplaces for hidden gems. Don't be afraid of pieces that show age. Often, a light cleaning or simple repair can bring them back to life. Patina and wear are part of the charm. Take measurements before you go shopping and bring photos of your space. That way, you'll know exactly what will fit and match when inspiration strikes. While antiques are beautiful, it's important to balance them with negative space to avoid a cluttered feel in a small home. Let each piece breathe. Use light, neutral wall colors to contrast with the richness of vintage wood and metals. This helps keep the space feeling fresh and not too heavy. And remember, less is more. A few standout pieces will have more impact than a room overloaded with decor. Choose wisely and curate with intention. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through antique-filled bungalow design ideas. We hope you found inspiration to make your tiny space feel timeless and uniquely yours. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, like this video, and drop a comment telling us which antique idea you loved most, or share your own. Until next time, keep curating your home with love, story, and style. This is Vinny, signing off. Happy decorating.